Hey guys, we're back for the part 5 of 6 of my tutorial for speedrunning eco. I think I got some potato chip in my throat. Anyways, we are now looking at the west arena, or the west reflector tower, all the way to the end of the main gate cutscene. That is our next segment. We're trying to get it done in 14 minutes. This section isn't that bad. There's not a whole lot to it except for one part, which is the most RNG trolling part of the game and can totally wreck your run. I actually plan to try and run it a couple different times in this one tutorial just to show you two ways to approach it, and hopefully I'll get through one. I wouldn't be surprised if it takes me several tries, to be honest, but we'll cross that bridge literally when we get there. Alright, but first, more running, if I can make it through this door. Alright, so we have now made it from the east arena, east reflector tower, over to where the west reflector tower is. Yippee! So now we gotta get this side of the gate charged. And this might look a little familiar to you, especially if you're dyslexic. That's right. We're on the other side. Now we have to run again across this long thing, which is a nice, it's nice to relax after the Ewok village of the water tower area, which had all those perilous jumps in it. So, it's really good. I would recommend, if you really get into practicing the different segments, to practice the east arena and then the west arena, one right after the other, just to kind of get a feel for their differences. It honestly, because they look similar but you do things differently, can be just a little bit disorienting when you get to the west arena and you're like, wait, I'm doing this, it's backwards. Because it's like a literal reflection of the other side. They're kind of symmetrical, like a mirror image, and yet you still don't do everything the exact same way. There's some things that are supposed to be done differently. This time we are not dragging Yorda up the ladder. We're just going to call her instead, because we want her to kind of take her time getting up while we open up this door over here. And the reason we're opening this door, even though we don't need to go in it yet, oh, come on, is because later we're going to be bolting from this side to the other side, from the other side back to this side, and trying to avoid some shadows. Perfect, Yorda. So she crawled up and met us right here. Now we're going to leave her here, because after we open this door, some shadows will appear after a little bit. And Yorda, don't wander too far off, please. Please. Good. And we want to get through this door before those pawns show up. It's actually possible to do. Let's try it here. All right, Yorda, let's go through. Come on, hurry. Oh, gosh. Did we make it? Yeah, I think we did. Okay, and that'll make it easier running back through later. Okay, now how I said things were kind of backwards. This time we get to open up this front reflector gate first, the one that's nearest, and then we'll be working towards the back. Skip a cutscene really quickly right here. We're going to light this. And just like with the other side, we're going to avoid taking Yorda down the ladder. Come on. Hurry. Okay, good. Skip this scene and get her over to this part. Alright, once her feet get up, like with the other side, there's going to be a cutscene for us to skip, but this time there won't be shadows that come just yet. Instead, the shadows will come after we open the other door, and that's where the skip begins. Alright, so light the torch. Golly. Corners in this game. And while we're doing this, make sure you don't call Yorda. Don't call Yorda. Sometimes you'll even see me in a stream saying this to myself, because I'm so used to calling her running from one of these to the other. But this one time, we're not going to do it. We want her to stay down there, because look, here come the shadows. And this time, oops, I probably didn't even need to do that. We want her to come up this ladder right after us. Ooh, that was come on, Yorda. Come on, hurry. Yorda. Yorda! What are you doing? I should have run and got the sword. That's rare. Alright, come here. Okay, we'll go get her. Whatever. Well, like I said, we're going to do this twice. I should have saved at that bench. Luckily, I already have a save, so let's just get her out. Yeah, I know you're going to hit me. That's fine. That's fine. We'll take a couple. Fortunately, we have got this sword to kill them quickly. Alright, let's head back down. We'll deal with him once we get to the bottom, and maybe we can still skip some shadows. Maybe. We'll see. There's 2 more, gosh. See, we're trying to skip all of this, but she just wanted to be difficult that time. Ooh, I blocked it. That was interesting. Alright. Come on up, Yorda. So normally we get her to come right up these stairs and we're able to run out this door before the shadows spawn and we don't have to do that fight. But there's still some, so we're still skipping part of the fight. Okay. And now here, we're just running all the way to that other door. Yep, and there come the other shadows out. Fortunately, we made it through that other door early enough that these shadows are now just appearing instead of being there to greet us earlier. Okay. So that was a minor disaster, but it wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll do it better the next time through. Now we just leave her here for a while. I think we kind of have to go kind of quickly, but not quite as quickly as the last time. And our next thing to do is make it back out, because on this side the reflector actually needs to be adjusted. Ugh. Come on, camera. Alright. See that reflector? It's not facing forward, so we need to run and turn it, first of all. And then we need to open the bridge like we did on the other side. On the east tower, we need to go cut down those ropes that keep that bridge up. Skip the scene. Run towards this ladder. Hey, we made it up the ladder. Silver lining, right? Oh, so nerve-wracking. This portion of the thing, and believe it me, we haven't even gotten to the worst part. It's just, it's coming, and so it makes you tense the whole way, really. Alright, don't use a sword swipe there, or you might accidentally fall off. It's a lot less forgiving. Stay close to the gate. To the front railing as opposed to the back wall to have a better chance getting both ropes at once. Yeah, looking good. Alright, Yorda's going to be in this room. We're going to turn off the water, and then comes the fast part. The part we have to do super fast. Okay, so, turn off the water. Walk over here. Call Yorda. Let her start running up to us a little bit. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't expect the... Okay. Alright, now we've got to get a torch. Thank you. Run back down. Calling Yorda. It's a little bit faster doing it that way, I think, than running all the way around the other side to get to that same spot. Now we get a bomb. Don't know how I picked that up. I was pretty far away, but that's okay. Alright. All of this is so we'll be able to get Yorda, and if you don't do it fast enough, she gets grabbed and it's over. But once you know what you're doing... Oh, why did I throw it? Oh, that might be it. We'll see. Hurry. I probably should have just gone for a bomb toss instead. Alright, come on, come on. Well, the time I saved might make the difference. We'll see here. Ooh, I lit it really quickly. Alright, holding out hope she doesn't get grabbed. She did get grabbed. Alright, we've got enough time to get her. That's fine. Shouldn't have happened. Well, camera, what are you doing? I think we have enough time to get her. So far, everything's going terribly wrong. Just so you know. She's going to be all the way down. Oh, she's up at the top. Okay, good, because we called her up here. Okay, this is doable. Let's go. Wow, that's cool. So since she was up at the top, I thought I was going to have to run all the way down to the bottom, but since we called her earlier, she's actually very nearby, and that was manageable. And I learned something new. All right. Here comes the trolliest part of this game, which is running across this bridge that appears and playing a game of red light, green light, or death. So we're going to try our best to run smoothly through this gate. Ah, that hurts us a lot. These shadows are going to get here really quickly. You notice they pause a little bit, but they're going to try and grab her. We want to try and stay in the middle of the bridge in case they do grab her, so we won't fall off and turn around. And we made it. I did it terribly, and we made it. That's the RNG. You can do it great, but we made it. And now your heart can calm down, and you can say, you know what? I'm going to finish the rest of this run, and it's going to be decent because we didn't die right there. And there are several things that can happen. They can grab her and just fly off so quickly you can't even hit them. They can pick a fight with you. Okay, let's make sure to get her on this elevator. Good. They can pick a fight with you and knock you off from up there, and if you fall from up there, you die. Or you can successfully fight them off and still get her across. Ooh, that was close. You notice how having this wooden stick instead of the sword saved us some time by lighting that torch up top. Alright, got 3 skips here. Let's try our jump, just for funsies. Yay! Alright, let's do this again. This time I'm going to do a couple more risky strats when I'm trying to light that bomb, just for fun. If it works, fine. If not, well, I'll have some editing to do. Alright. So, by the way, I highly recommend in your runs, if you're not going for like a really high score, if you're just trying to do this as part of a Team Ico run, I highly recommend saving at this bench. It saves you a lot of time if you fail at any of the stuff that we saw afterwards. All right. All of this is going to go better this time. Just watch. Watch, watch, watch. Oops. Skip the cutscene. I'd rather have that mistake than not skip the cutscene well. Jump down. Call Yorda. Good job, Yorda. Almost. She's taking her time this time. Alright, I'm going to try this jump just for fun. Come here. Huh. Oh, didn't make it. Oh well. It's a really tough angle. Yorda. She's caught in a loop. You know, sometimes if you're at just the right spot, it's almost as if the pathing doesn't allow her to jump up. This is fascinating. Let's zoom in here on this action. Oh, she finally made it. I wonder if zooming in helped. I honestly don't know. All right, don't call Yorda. Don't call her at all. That was a good approach. That's a better torch. Man, that was annoying. This game. You gotta love it. Alright, here we go, here we go. Don't call Yorda, don't call Yorda. Just run. Alright. Now, maybe this time she'll come up the ladder. And that's what's supposed to happen. Let's run and get the sword, and then go back and meet her. Wow! Oh, I missed. Alright, now, on this save, oh gosh, yeah, see, on this save, I hadn't gotten her through fast enough, so these guys are already here. You remember how I was saying earlier, we were trying to get through that door before the pawns appeared. This makes things just a little bit hairier. Sometimes there's a shadow waiting right in front of you when you come through that door, if you didn't get her out of that room the first time fast enough. So that's why that was important. Placing Yorda at the bottom of the staircase on right over here, jumping down and getting her out quickly. I don't know why I did that. All right. So now we're doing everything else pretty much the same here, except I'm going to be using a bit riskier strats for... Oh, this is a good angle. Look at that. Riskier strats on the bomb, just to see if I can pull it off. And if we don't make it across the bridge that time, it will be good for you to see, but at the same time serves me right for not just continuing and counting my blessings when we made it through the first time. Stupid sky bridge. Alright, so this is all the same. Not sure that I have any much more to comment, except that we're about to do something more interesting. Okay, you can choose to just get the bomb and keep the sword. I still like getting the stick instead because of how you can light the torches faster when you get to the other side if you have the stick. But you can keep the sword, and then after you've gotten all the way through all the stuff we just did, you can find more wooden sticks at that front entrance. I hope I made that clear. My mind's kind of racing right now at the same time. Look at that. I think we've figured this thing out, staying closer to the fence. All right, let's call her. We now know how important that is in case we mess up. We have more time to get to her because she might be up at the top instead of down at the bottom. Let's call her. Come on, Yorda. That's good enough, I think. All right, here we go. So just trying stuff that's a little bit riskier just because it shaves off some seconds. First get this thing, then we've learned to do this jump here, which gets us down to the bridge. See how much time that saved us, as opposed to running all the way down the stairs and going back. Just if you see where I stood and you try and jump at kind of like a 45-degree angle away from where you're standing, it takes practice. I'll tell you that. And now we're going to do a bomb toss. So even though we have the stick, we're going to do it this way. We're going to light this bomb, walk about midway, and throw it. Boom. That saved us a lot of... We shaved off, like, between those three little tricks, we shaved off a lot of seconds. And she didn't get grabbed. But she's not as close to us as I thought she'd be. I guess we didn't call her as much because we were doing that. So, in the end, how much time does it really save? Camera, what are you doing? Camera. It was messing up my inputs. Okay. Well, we didn't have to pull her, so out of a shadow pond, so that certainly saved us a lot of time. All right, let's hope we make it across again. And really, it's kind of up to how aggressive the shadows choose to be and how straight you're running. Ooh, we got through that gate really well. That's a good start, but that still doesn't mean they might not get her. That guy's looking at her. This is gonna be close. Oh no, we're fine. Okay. Hey, so we did it. So that's the other way. And that was near perfect compared to the first one. Everything went the way that I was hoping it would go. So I'm not going to call that a PB. I don't think it was all as smoothly as possible, and we started from a save point, so who knows? Who knows how that affected the RNG? Oh, I hope I didn't take too long trying to get her onto this thing carefully. Hurry, Yorda, hurry. Oh, that was close. Hey! Hi, Artisane, how are you doing? She's so white. I'm sorry, I'm doing a tutorial right now, so I'm not being very chatty. But thanks for... Hey, guys, I've got 2 viewers right now. This is exciting. All right, back to commentary. After I'm done with these tutorials, I'll do a regular stream, and then I'll be a lot more interactive. All right, let's see if we can get this jump again. I found that I just need to run along this square right here. That was not a good angle. Oh well, we'll just call her. That's fine. Yeah, have a good night. Alright, so we've now made it through the West Arena 2 different ways. You can have a run that's going great, and those shadows on that sky bridge will grab her and just whisk her away, and you'll watch your PB just go down the drain. And that's happened to me a couple of times. Hey, stick around then, Deep Agony. I'm going to show you the end of this game. We're going to do 2 tutorials. We've got 2, this one and then 1 more left to see the rest of the game. And you own the game? That's great. All right. So we're now doing the exact same thing we did on the other side, which is climbing all the way up a ladder and pulling a lever and then coming back down again. I like to carry Yorda most of the way, because if not, she tends to stay with those pigeons or those seabirds. Fortunately, there's no shadows to contend with here unless you take a long time getting to the lever and then back out. Yeah. We just made it through the trolliest part of the game, but there's 1 more troll section left, and it's coming up right after this. Skip that cutscene. Run back out. Go down the ladder by pressing release, so we do it quickly. It should take 3 drops to get there. 2, 3. And then we just carry her through here. Now we're going back through the main chandelier ballroom area one last time. And this area gives me fits because I always make it through, but sometimes they grab her. Sometimes the screen is dark for too long or something. And sometimes there's a shadow waiting right in front of us, and sometimes there's one right to the right. Let's see what happens this time. Nope, he's not in front of us yet. Okay, remember, the goal here is to try and run as straight as possible without bumping the sides. Sometimes if you're running super straight, it may look like they're about to grab her and they just barely miss by like a couple pixels. Look at that guy bolting. This is actually a pretty easy run so far. And watch out, because it's possible for her to lose her grip on you right here. But she didn't. I think we're in the clear. This area control you though, and it's good to know where the it's good to let her get grabbed once just for the experience and to learn where the different shadow pawns are. If you are just coming through the entrance for the first time, they tend to take her all the way to the opposite corner of the upper banister. And if you're close to where you're about to go down the ramp, they tend to take her down to that pool right in front of the ramp. So that's not so bad. They just deliver her right to the front for you. Those are the 2 places they tend to grab her, or carry her to if she gets grabbed. And now we've made it to the main gate. Run, 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 Yoda, run, run. This is the one gate that when you touch it, it doesn't save your progress. So it's worth saving at that. If you're doing a safe run, it's worth saving at that gate right there. But I already have a save. So we're going to go ahead and hit this. She opens the door. It drains her energy. And here, if you run with her for too long, it makes her stumble. Watch. She stumbles. So she'll keep doing that, and the way to avoid it is to count about 8 steps and then push the interact button to slow down for a couple steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, slow down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, slow down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, slow down. And this keeps her from stumbling. And we're almost to the trolliest cutscene ever in a game. Here we are. Ugh. So, it looks like you're just watching a cutscene, but before you know it, you need to be getting up. So I'm already mashing the triangle, because when the camera angle changes right here, that's when you need to get up. And you need to just make a jump in her general direction. It doesn't need to be perfect, and it gets you right to the cinematic. And the end of the cinematic is the end of this segment. So we made it through successfully, kind of 2 times, even though the first one was really messy. And that's good. So now we'll just, I guess, watch. It's nice that Yorda's actually trying to help him for once, you know. But with her weak arms, it wasn't going to happen. So now she turns to stone. What a twist of fate this is. And somehow she keeps him from dying in this one time where you fall a huge amount. And she says these last words to him: 4-4 sailboat, lizard eating seagulls. That's a direct translation. All right, we're skipping a cutscene here, and now we've made it to the final segment. So let me just pause the game real quick, and we'll go right into it. But let me just say, since I'll be cutting off the highlight here, thanks for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like and a comment, and we'll go right into the next segment.